Hello and welcome to a new Minecraft series. This is Minecraft's podcast series, I guess. I know, very creative series name. So in this series, basically, I'm just going to be playing on my Minecraft server, and just using it as like a podcast sort of thing, just kind of like the server series I did before, but I don't know, maybe a bit more informal, I guess. I mean, the other ones were kind of informal, anyways, but yeah. Oh, I forgot I had the. Today is April 1st, and I forgot that yesterday I had the a bunny skin, so that's fine. I'll just use this skin for now, I guess. But it's not Easter, so we will have to change that. Because I got I'm using the boss bar, as you can see up top, for like announcements and stuff like that. And so yeah, in fact, let's go back to Towering Heights. So I'm not gonna take the subway because I mean that's been kind of buggy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use this teleport center here that I have. Towering Heights. Okay. And I've actually changed all the streetlights in Towering Heights to for Easter as well. So we're going to change that back. And speaking of Towering Heights here, in fact, before we get too far, what I did, and I mentioned this in the Roblox Stepford County Railway video that I just posted Thursday. In fact, I'm recording this right after that. Or after that video, I had actually I'm creating custom maps for the server here, and by the time this video goes up I might have a second one, but as of right now I have one custom map made for the server, and it's actually for Towering Heights here. So if we go over to here for a second, show my screen. So this is what I made. It's a high resolution image. And I kind of needed to because, of course, zoomed out like this, you can't see the street names. So I made it so you can zoom in or whatever, see all the street names, and I actually have the routes labeled, or I would have in the game. So if I hide this again, you can see this is Route 1 right here. So we're at the corner of Birch and Gate Street. So and you can see like this sign signifies Route 1 turns that way. So if we go back for a second to the image, so if we look, we are down at Gate and Birch right here. So you can see Route 1 does go this way, and then it turns up this way and goes straight from there all the way up, and Route 3 actually ends right here. So that's why there's a little bit of black in between. And I, of course, have a legend up here. So the gold is a major road, which basically are the routes, or state routes or whatever. Minor road, which are all the black roads. And then over here I have the tunnels. And you can see I got the tunnel entrance and then the tunnel there. And then I got paths going into building or whatever, other stuff. So you can see like the blue paths are the building entrance paths. So if I go back for a second again, I'll just do it this way. You can see like a path here, and if we go back to the map, you can see that's the path for the post office or whatever. Then I got the green paths, which signify the entrance paths for the subway or transits. And of course I got an underground 1 to 2. And then the plazas, you can see over by the federal building here. And there's another small little plaza over here where I have a in-game map thing for the server, but I think this is just easier to use, and that way, I mean, everything's labeled as well. And then you have the places, the buildings, houses, government buildings, transit buildings, and then the mini golf, which is down at the main entrance of the city, and then other fountain, and of course the wall. So yeah, this is the map I created for Towering Heights. It took a bit to do, But yeah, that's how I'm doing the maps right now anyways. So yeah. Anyways, let's get rid of this Happy Easter thing. So what we're going to do is I actually have a command lock thing set up down in the basement of my house. In fact, we have it right here running. So that one switches to the Happy Easter, and then this one switches to the orange line announcement. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so it will switch to the orange line announcement, service announcement, and not go back to the Easter one. So there, now I can get rid of this. That way I don't have to worry about trying to manually, not like it's that big of a deal, but manually change it back to the service announcement. But yeah, that's it for that. And then we will go to where I have the, get a lever. Go down to where I have the command room for the lights here. And I don't know if I showed this off or not. But yeah, I have a control room basically. And here's the underground entrance for the transit. So we're going to go in here. Don't need the lights on because of course I have night vision. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, I think it's all lights. So it will switch to just that. And we're going to do none. Here. And that is it. And so if we go back out now, there shouldn't be any colored glass for the lights here. As you can see, that is the case. Now if I wanted to make it like red, white, and blue, or if I switch it back to the 3, for instance, let's go back. You'll notice that one, or at least the first set of lights are going to be set to none. The second one is going to be light blue, and the third is still going to be yellow. So where the pinks were, there's not going to be any pink. So you can see the yellow, light blue, and then the no colored lights. So it makes it a lot easier to do. In fact, I could make them like red, white, and blue. So 3, so that'd be blue. 2, we will make white. 1, we will make red. So if we go back out, you can see they are all red, white, and blue. But like I said, we're just going to change it back to none because Easter's over with. So don't really need them set to anything. There, okay, so that is done. Now I think what we're gonna do is, and I think I was mentioning about I was gonna do this anyways, is I was gonna work on the signal upgrades I was doing for the server here. So I'm marking on the orange line right now. Orange line here. Okay, so I'm of course working on the Orange Line Express, so I have all of these signals, or at least the stations. There's only 2 stations on the Orange Line Express anyways. If we look at the map here, it's Towering Heights North and Route M3. Doesn't stop at Atlantis. This is of course a shorter line. I mean, it's a long line, but it's only has 3 stops. So yeah, I basically have both stations like this, basically blocked off, have the signal set to red. In fact, I have it, so basically even if I try, like if I put like a minecart down, it won't even do the signal because I'm replacing them, of course. Now I was currently in the process of removing the old command blocks and putting the new command block in, and I did say block, not blocks, because I have a way of doing it where it only takes one command block to do. So we're gonna go back to where I left off. I got most of, well, I got the entire outbound side done, and I got a majority of the inbound side done. In fact, I think it was on this side of Atlantis, which is the middle station on this line. And of course, this will help reduce lag on the server. Because as of right now, okay, yeah, so I finished off here. What was this for? I think I can just, actually, you know what we'll do? I made this, like, shulker box so I could store everything. Don't need the signs. Get the command block, the rails in case I break any of them. I don't need the redstone lamps. Buttons I don't need. Comparator and levers. Repeater and levers. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else. Actually, I think if I do that, yeah, it does still drop, even though I'm in creative. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna we'll put that there. Because we don't really need the way I had the lever set up before. Did I have it the same way here? Let me go back for a second. I just want to see something. Okay, yeah, I know I did have to do it like that. That's right. I forgot. It's been a little bit since I was doing this. So the reason why I'm doing this is because if I use a command block, basically, to change this lever, the lever is going to change state, but the rails are not going to change. So in order to compensate for that, what I have to do is I have to put a redstone torch here. Don't need the stairs. Actually, let's do it like this. Let's organize it like that. Okay, there we go. So we have the redstone torch there. Redstone comparator going into the redstone torch. And then the lever in front of the, or behind the comparator or whatever. And so basically what will happen then is when this gets updated from the command block, this will update basically or will cause this to update basically, which will change the redstone torch to turn this off or on. So basically like this. If I had just the redstone or the lever underneath, it wouldn't activate or deactivate the rail. So I have to have it like that. That's right. Okay, so that was the last signal I did. So 33, so that means I got 32 signals left to do, at least for taking out the old command blocks and putting in the new command block and doing all that. And then from there I gotta put the commands into the command blocks. And then after that, the way I've been doing it is I've been testing the signals, or the sections, to make sure everything is working properly. It's quite tedious, but it's necessary because, well, to help reduce the lag on the server, because as of right now, well, I did update the blue line and yellow line. No, not the blue line. The yellow line and the green line. So both the yellow, express, and local has been completely upgraded with these new command blocks. And the green line has been upgraded for the command blocks. So I'm working on the orange line now. Doing the express first, and I'm going to do the local, which is the outside tracks. And then from there, I'm going to do the red line, which has the express and local. I'll do the express first, and then the local. And then from there, I'm going to do the purple line, which is the most complex line in the system, because you have the express line, which basically just follows the purple line A branch. Then you have the B branch. And then you have basically the combined A-B branch at the end of the system. So, yeah, it's quite the system or change I have to do. So basically I can leave, the way I have these set up is I can leave this setup, just remove the command block, replace that with a lever, and then remove all of these. And basically, as you could tell, we have, well, they already got rid of 2 command blocks. We have 2 more there, 4, and then 3 here, which is 7. So every signal has 7 command blocks, at least, basically. Well, the ends of the lines basically might have had fewer, but most of them had 7. Some of them might have had a couple more, because they would have repeater signals. So if I bring up the stats that I did when I originally put these signals in, you'll just see how many signals there were. Where is the... oh, right here. And this will show basically what I have to do for the system. And I'll bring a calculator up. Okay, come on. I want you to move over here. Thank you. Okay, so if I switch to my main monitor here, this is the signal stats I had. So you can see for the yellow line, which I completed, that had a total of 212 signals. And of course there's some other signals which I'm not usually going to worry about, but that is in these totals though. The blue line has 250, orange 245, green 159, red line has 346, and the purple line has 381, for a total of 1,593. And of course the relay signals were part of the regular, or the way I set it up was the command blocks for the relay signals were set up with the regular signals. So, which means for every relay signal there was more command blocks per regular signal. So if I do just the regular signals here, and there was basically 7 per. So 1,562 times 7 for a total of just shy of 11,000 command blocks for this entire system. Now that's a lot. Basically, the way I have it set up now is I have one command block per regular signal and one command block for the relay, basically. And yeah, that's... Well, actually, no, I don't even have to do that. Just basically one command block per regular signal. And that's it. And I have... because of how I'm doing it now. And we'll get to that here in a bit. But yeah, we're going from just shy of 11,000 command blocks down to 1,500 command blocks. So if I go back to Minecraft here, yeah, you can see obviously all this is gone, and then we're just going to have this. And that's it. It's just that for every single signal. Easy, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a very tedious process. That's why I kind of took a break from doing it, because it is so tedious. It takes forever to do, especially when it comes to having to test the signal zones, or signal blocks, per se. Or rather, I should say. But yeah, anyways, now I'm not explaining it, it won't take as long. I mean, it still takes a while, don't get me wrong, but I'm not gonna sit here and just explain it. Yeah, anyways, so, and then this is, I guess, the part where I'm going to start doing the podcast stuff. So, once again, I know this was actually over a week ago now, so yeah, Easter's definitely long gone. As of me recording this, it's the day after Easter, though. It is April 1st, so April Fool's Day. And, of course, I'm not playing the Minecraft April Fool's Snapshot. Because, I mean, for obvious reasons, especially if I'm working on this, there's no reason to do the snapshot. But anyways, how was everyone's Easter? Hopefully it was good. I don't really particularly celebrate Easter. Don't know why I had that open between, but I think because of how I had it set up before, but whatever. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I don't really celebrate Easter for any reason, or anything, I guess. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But, yeah, I'm not really religious, so I think I had this one command block backwards. Or did I? Did I do it before? Yeah. Actually, that was the one I did before that. And then, so actually this one was backwards. Not like it matters, but, yeah. But yeah, anyways, I'm not religious or anything, so I don't celebrate Easter. I mean, I do celebrate like Christmas and everything, but I feel like that's not... I mean, yes, it is a religious holiday in a sense. I mean, it is. But I just don't celebrate it. Let me do it this way, because I think before I had it basically that way I can see the command block or interact with the command block easier. Yeah, okay. I shouldn't have to go back and forth anymore. So I think that's the one we just did. Actually, did I put the lever down? I did. Okay. I know it was this one. Lever had not been placed. Okay, now it has. Then up to the next signal. And after this, it's all on the same level again, which is good. Okay, so yeah, this section of the system, I kind of had it more open here, because if I actually dig down, there's water below. Okay, so doop, doop, doop. And then all the way back here. So anyways, talking about things. So as most of you probably know, well actually most of you may not, but if you're on my Discord server, you may know, obviously. Well, maybe not obviously, but I bowl on leagues, and bowling season is ending here pretty soon, which I am a bit bummed about, but it is what it is. In fact, as of me recording this, we have 2 weeks left of bowling for the season. And then I'll be off. I'll be doing the summer leagues once those start, because I like to keep going at it. But yeah, this season has been really exciting, and I actually haven't posted on my Discord about this, which I probably should have. I need to get more active on my Discord than I do. Although my Discord's not wicked full anyways. But yeah, this season's been exciting because not only did I set a new personal best score or game, I set a new personal high game twice this season. Whereas previously it was 4 years ago when I had set a new high game. And I think before that it was like another few years since I had set a new high. And I had set a new high twice in this season. So that was exciting. So previously, like I do bowling tournaments for like a Northeast Regional Air National Guard tournament. My mother, she's retired from the Air National Guard. And so we go to these tournaments every year, and they rotate around. Last year it was in West Virginia. Next year it's in Columbus, Ohio, which is actually where I went to my first one. And so those are where I set my. Before this season, those were where I set my last two high scores were at those tournaments. My first one I set, I mean it wasn't the first high game obviously, but that one was a 243. I had beaten that at one of the other tournaments with a 244, and that was 4 years ago. This season, the first new high game I got this year was a 247. So I beat my previous high by, what was it? No, yeah, 3 pins, because it was a 244. A few weeks later, I set a new high game again. And this time it was a 257, so I beat it by 10. And I think in that game for that night, I also had a new high series which my previous high series was a, I think it was like a 614 or something like that. 613? Something around there. And I set a new high. Let me see, I just gotta check our new high series. Let me see. Right here. As a 615, which was my second 600 series I've ever bowled. And lately, I've been bowling... Let me just put it this way. Out of the last 5 nights, 4 of those nights I've had a 500 series. Which is great. I mean, my average right now is a... Well, I bowl 2 nights a week. I bowl Wednesdays and Fridays. And Wednesday, it was a 163. It had gone up to 163 because before it was about a 160. A 160 average would be a 480 series. So I've been bowling well over my average, basically. And so, yeah. In fact, Friday I had a... Actually, these I want to place here. That's right. I need to go back for the other ones. Because I'm placing these command blocks right next to the detector rail here. That way I know where they are. So yeah, anyways, I try and shoot for 600 series every week. Or not a 600, a 500 series every week. So, and I've been doing that pretty much. So, that's why my averages have gone up because like I said, Wednesday it's a 163. Friday, which is the other nights I bowl, my average is like a 161, so they're pretty much even with each other. But yeah, like I said, I'm bummed that bowling is coming to an end for the season. But I guess I'll be doing summer leagues, and those are fun. Those are like 10 weeks. So it's usually a few weeks off between the end of the summer league or fall leagues. Or winter league, or whatever you want to call it, and the summer leagues. Fall leagues are generally 32 weeks. So if we do the math, that means there's 5 weeks off, basically, throughout the year where there's no leagues going on. So this is signal number 22, so getting there. And I did put lever down on this one, right? Yes, okay. Couldn't remember. Now I know this isn't gonna be the most riveting content. I mean, some people may enjoy this, I don't know. I figured I'd call it a podcast series because I can just talk about whatever. I mean, kind of do that with my videos anyways. But like I said, just make it a bit more informal. I'm going to only do this series every other week. So it's not going to be as frequent as the Roblox Stepford County Railway series that I'm doing. In fact, by the time this series or this video goes up, I might be recording for this week's Roblox video. And basically, like I said, I just finished, before recording this, I finished recording the Roblox video for this past Thursday. And basically they had added a new train, but which may not be there when this video is up, because it might have been an April Fool's thing. But they added my favorite train to, if anybody knows Roblox Stipford County Railway, or just British trains in general, the class 143, that is actually my favorite train, because Stipford County Railway is a fictionalized British railway game, basically. Like, it's not set in any specific British locations, it's just based on the rail systems of Britain, UK, or whatever. But yeah, they added the train to an express service. And not only that, but it was an 8-car train, so quadruple formation of this train, because this particular train is only a 2-car unit. So yeah, by the time this video goes out as well, I will have survived a, what could have been either a pretty significant snowstorm, or basically what could be really a little bit of snow. Which is unfortunate because it is April, but we do get snowstorms in April, unfortunately. That's where I live, so yay. But basically, I looked it up earlier, and they were saying it's supposed to start, well, like I said, as of recording this. By the time this video goes up, it's going to be done with. But as of recording this, they were saying for Wednesday night, we were supposed to get 1 to 3. Thursday, we were supposed to get, or no, Thursday night, no, Wednesday night we were supposed to get 3 to 5. Thursday we were supposed to get 5 to 8. And Thursday night we were supposed to get 1 to 3. For a total of, I think it was like 9 to 16 inches. So, a significant amount of snow, but like I said, you never know, it could be different. Well, of course, when this goes up, it's going to be over and done with. And probably half the snow might be melted by now. Yay. Because this week, of course, it would be Monday, and later this week, it's supposed to get into the upper 50s, close to 60, which I am definitely looking forward to. I mean, today, as we're recording this, it was actually quite nice out. Okay, so that was signal 15, so we're making progress. I think we started at signal like 33 or something like that, so once we get in the groove, it kind of goes. Look at that, we're at 40 minutes in the video already. think after this section, basically, once we get up to that corner, maybe I'll take a break and do some other stuff, or showcase some other stuff that I've done. Because of course I'm going to be working on this server quite a bit. Although there are times where I don't really do much, because there's like, I don't know what to do. So basically what like I said, I'm replacing all these signals, and how I'm achieving this is by the use of a resource pack. So if I go to, I think it is functions, you can see I made these functions for each type of signal. So like right here, this is going to be function straight. Or not right in that block anyways, but when I do place the block down here, it's going to be function straight. And like up there, or like the previous, well, not that one, but the one before that, will be function one corner. And basically, I have parameters set up. So if I bring up Minecraft server stuff, so straight. Okay, let's switch screens. So this is basically the entire command for the command block that does the function custom signal straight. And as you can see, I have all of these parameters here. So the current signal XYZ, so position of this signal, so I'd put -492.56.29 for the XYZ. The next signal, which would be up there, weather clear. As much as I enjoy thunderstorms, don't really need to listen to it while I'm recording a video. So anyways, the next signal, XYZ, and then we're going to do what I have for test here. That is testing if there's a minecart starting at this rail here, and that test dx, dy, dz, that's the distance from here. So more than likely, so if like I go here and you look at the targeted block, right now this is -493.54.29. If I go in this direction, it's going down. So the dz would be negative whatever the distance is to the next signal. But it won't be this block, it will be the block before. So in this case, it will be to -2. The dy and dx won't change because, as you can tell, those numbers aren't changing as we move forward and backwards. So those would be 0. So if I do like 0 like that, and then this would be negative whatever. And then the lever position basically is this lever to turn the signal or the rail on and off. And that's it. So basically the turns, or the one corner and two corner, is going to add, I mean, this part is going to be the same, as well as this part. Actually, no. This part's going to be the same, and then this part's going to be the same. This part is going to be different, so because it's straight, you're only going to have the one test. On a one curve, you're going to have two tests. So in this case, I'd have like test 1, test 1 like that, or 2, for instance. And then if it has two corners, you're going to do 3 tests. So you'd have 1, 2, and 3. like that. So it would be more parameters basically for that signal or whatever. And so then we get the relay arguments, which is just the basically used to copy the whatever the current signal is. So the relay signal is usually behind. So let's say that's the relay signal. It's going to display whatever this signal is displaying. So that's why you only have the 2 coordinates basically for each signal. So it can just copy whatever. So like basically what I would do or how it's working is if you go into resource pack. No, it's not resource pack. It's data pack. That's right. So you can see there's the functions. So it references basically. So if I do function, you can see it's the same thing. So signals 1 curve or whatever. Signals 1 curve. MC function. So if I was to open this up. No. You can see what I'm doing is I'm running. So this is where it sets up the function, and that is where all of the parameters are basically set. And I'm basically doing a whole bunch of execute functions. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Normally this would be 6 command blocks basically. But I'm doing it in 1 command block because of the execute function. And you can see basically like, here, execute unless the current signal, there's the current signal, is red, then I would set the lever as false, or powered false. Otherwise, it's going to basically be true, as you can see in the line above. Execute if. If it's red, then if it's red, it's going to be powered true, which is inverted because of the redstone torch. And if it is not red, basically, then it's false, which powers the rail. And the relay is similar, but it doesn't have as many. You can see if the current signal is red, the relay signal is red, yellow, yellow, green, green. That's it. So that's how I'm doing it make it work for only 1 command block, basically. So as you can see, basically for the 1 corner, that's why I have these 2 command blocks, because one of these is testing for minecarts in this part of the track, and one is testing for minecarts in this part of the track. Because if I did the whole area, it would include minecarts and basically the whole area. So if a minecart was on this track, it would make that signal red because it's within that area. And I don't want it like that, so I only do it like a straight shot here and then a straight shot there. And that's how that works. But as you can see, there was 2 command blocks here instead of the 1 that I've had. So that's an additional command block on top of what we were already having. The 7 basically. And then everything else here, the other 6 command blocks. I know it's complex. A lot of pretty much coding sort of thing. Coding, programming, whatever. Okay, so we've got it up to signal 12. So we're at 50 minutes on the video here. And I don't want to spend the entire video just doing this because, of course, well, I'm sure basically no one's watching at this point anyways. But if you do happen to be watching still, thank you. But basically, so yeah, like I said, if we go back to the map here, I got the yellow line done, the green line done, working on the orange line express. I'll do the red line. I forgot about the blue line. I still got to do the blue line, and then the purple line. So, yeah, this is quite the system that I have here. But anyways, we're going to go up and out. Actually, you know what? We'll go out this exit. Because this is kind of toward the direction I want to go in anyways. To showcase what's changed. Or what I have done, rather, on the server. So basically what I did was over here at NPC Village, I added this path here. Actually, no, this path was here. But it turned here. Right? This path is new. And I added these signs so you can see this is saying NPC Village that way. And to Desert Town this way. There was no direct path from NPC Village to Desert Town, which is right over there. In order to get to Desert Town, you had to go to Towering Heights here, off that side, and walk to Desert Town there. Or you had to go all the way around the other way, quite a ways down, come back through Atlantis, and then up to Desert Town. So now, there's a direct path from here to Desert Town. And I added basically this path here, extended this path to this path, and then made the path go through this hill, up, and then over a little bridge here. Well, not really little bridge, good sized bridge, and into Desert Town, because before there was actually only one path to Desert Town, and that was from Route 3 over here, which connects from... Oh, I actually want to go back to this screen, or this way. Connects from Towering Heights basically through Atlantis. As you can see, that's the entrance to Atlantis. And then over towards, kind of going towards Mystic City off that way. I changed the road style as well because it was sandstone. I added a path over here, a path that kind of bypasses the center of town here. And the path actually ended right here before to go to this station, red line. That was another way to get here too if you took the red line. But that was from basically Towering Heights. Doesn't stop at NPC Village. So you go from Towering Heights to here, and then you go to Floating Island, which is next. But basically, next time the red line connects to any other lines is at Mystic City. So it was very indirect, basically, to get here. And then I added this path, basically, to connect up over to this other route, which I think is Route 1. That I renumbered, or basically when I renumbered the routes, I think this is Route 1 here still. Yes, Route 1. So that is going down towards... I forgot the name of the town. Winterhold, I want to say? And then the airport was up this way. In fact, I don't think I showcased this in the server. The airport's gone. I got rid of, not really to showcase the server, but in a video. But the airport's gone. I added a couple new paths here, because I was planning on building a town here at some point. But the airport's completely gone. So yeah, these paths are new. And of course, I added directions to, like, to Desert Town this way. And once we go into Desert Town, up this way, there are signs saying to NPC Village, and then Desert Town, like right here. Or actually, welcome to Desert Town right there. And over here, there's a sign that says to NPC Village that way. Yeah. And you may be wondering what these are for. So this area here, you may realize it is unusually flat. So this, you might have noticed in previous videos, there was this giant glass thing, basically. It was a giant round glass thing. It kind of started from over here, went around like that, over to here, and this way. It was a game mode or game thing that I made, but never completed. Or at least it didn't work properly, so I never really got a chance of fixing it and completing it properly. I could probably do it now, but I decided not to because I wanted to add these paths. So what it was it was a spleef arena. So I demolished that, got rid of it, flattened this out, made it look a bit, I mean, not really natural. I mean, that doesn't look natural. But this is a bit more natural over here. I mean, yeah, it's a lot flatter than most of the desert here, but that's fine. And so basically, these are all the banners for all the teams that I had for the Spleef Arena. And it's in the order of the team selector thing that I had at the entrance to the Spleef Arena. And so this is basically the memorial, in a way, of what was once here. And at some point, I'm probably going to build the city in this spot as well, which is, with it being flat, helps a lot more than it being hilly and everything like that. And it may go into desert town here as well. But yeah, so that's the plans for the future. At some point, maybe I'll work on these at some point. That area, as well as the old airport area. But basically, I'm trying to make things a bit more connected better. It's like right now, the only way to get up here is actually a button over here to teleport you up there. And I think what I want to do is I want to make a path that goes underneath and build basically a couple water elevators to take you up to the top. Or basically like I have for the skyscrapers. Because I want to eliminate the teleporting stuff. That's kind of why I did the subway system in a way as well, as an alternative to walking and flying around. And as an alternative to the teleport centers, which, I mean, are greatly reduced than what there used to be as well. But yeah, anyways, so the reason why I started in Mystic City up here is because that is where I was planning on doing the next map for the server. I'm going to do all the towns and city maps first before I make a map for each state, basically, and region. But yeah. And if you guys want to join the server, you are more than welcome to. I'd love to have more people join the server and help build more places and add more regions to the map and stuff like that. You can find a link to my Discord down in the description below, and on a section of the Discord is I have for the server. You can see what's going on with the server, any updates I've been doing. Like I said, I'm trying to post a little bit more on there now. I posted these maps, so like this Towering Heights map here, if we go back. I posted this on the Discord server, so you can use basically to navigate around Towering Heights and around the future towns of, or not future towns, but the other towns and cities in the server here. But yeah. Anyways, I mean, it is a bit laggy. I mean, it's not the best. The subway system doesn't work the best because it is so laggy. And I think part of it is too is because I use just so many command blocks. Every single tower, like if I go back to Towering Heights for a moment, and we go underground, you're going to see most of the towers have command blocks for the lights, basically. And I'm going to develop basically a way to reduce the number, like kind of do like what I'm doing with the subway system, and make it so I can use functions to help reduce the number of command blocks being used. So if I go to spectator, game mode spectator, and we go underground, so you're going to see just for this building alone, I have this many command blocks. And then as I fly around, you're going to see more and more command blocks around. And these are all just for each tower, this light system. So I could probably use, like I said, functions. So I could probably even just have one command block for the entire building instead of this many. Basically, like there's this one has 16 floors, so that's 2 command blocks per floor, so 32. Then you get the basement, then the stairs, then the elevators, so 32, 30... Actually, no, there's 3 command blocks per. So yeah, that's 16, 48, 51, 54... There's 5 here, so 59 command blocks just for this one building. And if you take all of the buildings combined, there's probably several thousand command blocks in the server just for the buildings. So like I said, I'm going to try and eliminate the number of command blocks, which should help reduce the lag in the server. And who knows, if there's anybody watching who would like to help me with these sorts of processes, such as the subway system command block upgrade, yeah, let me know on the Discord even. And I'd be more than happy to have you help me with that sort of thing. As well as join the servers, obviously. But yeah, anyways, I think that's pretty much gonna do it for this video though, so let me go back to creative mode. But yeah, hopefully you've all enjoyed. Let's go back to this video, or this song for a moment. Once again, like I said, you can find the descriptions for, or not the descriptions, the link to my Discord down in the description below. And once again, that's where you can find everything about the Minecraft server, or how to join. The rules I basically have, and I do have other sets of rules too. So if we go over to the command center here for a moment, kind of gives my outro song more time to go through as well. Because I completely forgot to get that in queue. But anyways, in the welcome center here in Towering Heights, I do have basically law books. So we got Sungate Law Book and Mangrove Ledger, which is basically law book. So Sungate is this current city, or state rather. Mangrove is the state that includes Mystic City. So if I take one for instance, you can see what the laws look like for there. So you get the directory, and this has more than just the laws as well. And that will tell you basically, the laws are like the rules basically for the server. General laws, like don't murder, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, so that's it for that, and means rules for Sungate are going to be similar. And you can use those to kind of follow how the rules are supposed to go for the server. But yeah, anyways, that is just about going to do it then. So hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!